Now it's time to deal with your fish. But before we do that, we must learn the way of the blade. Greetings, grasshopper. It is time for you to learn the way of the blade. First lesson. Never let your blade stand wet. When you use it, you must constantly remember to keep it dry. Just basically wipe it after every use. Second, you must never, ever use glass cutting board. Nothing will kill blade faster than glass cutting board. Third, never, ever wash knife in dishwasher. Nothing kill knife faster than dishwasher. Fourth rule, do not use knife to cut things other than fish, especially things with bones. Yanagi, sushi, sashimi knife, not good for bone. Gets dull, very bad. Rule number 5, never ever use knife for purpose that knife is not originally meant for use. For example, opening cans, prying things. Never ever do this. It will kill your knife blade faster than anything. Rule number 6, always sharpen knife after every use. For that, use water stone. Soak water stone in water for 15-20 minutes. Then, notice please, water stone has 2 sides. One side coarse, the other side is fine, smooth. Start using coarse side. Put knife blade side down on sharpening stone at 15-degree angle. 3 fingers on back of blade, and begin working back and forth across entire surface of blade. You will see dark substance begin to appear on sharpening stone. Do not panic. This is normal. This is desirable. If sharpening stone start to get dry on surface, moisten with a couple drops water. Move across entire length of blade. When done, flip stone over to fine texture side and repeat. This refines the edge. Again, remember, never let knife get wet. Finally, when done using knife ready to store, gently coat with thin layer of mineral oil. You have now learned way of blade. And now I will stop using cheesy accent. Sorry, couldn't resist. Alright, let's cut some fish. Now obviously, if you have pre-cut sashimi fish, then well, you're all set. It's pre-cut, duh. Now, but if you have this, basically got a block of fish, notice, see there's little lines here. This is the natural muscle fibers of the fish. This is what we call the grain. So what we want to do is we want to cut against the grain. So we take our knife. Now don't cut down straight vertical. We want to kind of lean our knife against at an angle. It was just called a bias. And so just cut in one long, smooth motion. Put 3 fingers here above the fish as you cut. Now do this. Try and do this with only one long motion. Don't go sawing back and forth, or else you'll break the delicate muscle fibers of the fish. Again, just one long motion. And this is where having a long sushi knife such as this yanagi really helps. And that one I sort of slightly screwed up on. You might have to go back and finish the cut, but try and avoid that. See, I kind of messed that up. Again, let's just get rid of that. Again, just want to do one long motion. It'll get a little harder as you get to the thicker part of the fish block, but do try. You want to get nice thin slices too. Maybe I don't know, what's that, maybe an 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 inch, I don't know. Anyways, you want fairly thin slices. This is also, again, why you want to have a really wickedly sharp knife, because the sharper the knife, the easier it is going to be to cut through. Again, just a long cut against the grain of the fish. Remember, keep your knife dry whenever possible. Wipe it down between uses. Anyways, you get the idea. You're basically going to end up with little slices like so. Now, when you're dealing with whole fillets like this Spanish mackerel or saba, what I usually do here is the grain of this fish kind of runs this way, so I really just cut like this, and then again you want to lean your knife at a bias and just slice off little pieces. Like so. That's not the neatest one, but you get the idea. There. Rather like that. Again, you're at an angle or bias. And remember to wipe your knife between uses. Let's start with the simplest type of rolled sushi, even simpler than the maki sushi, the rolls that I showed you last time. This is called temaki, or hand roll. Get your ingredients. In this case, I'm going to make a tuna hand roll. For the tuna, you want it to get it kind of in little strips. So get one of your big pieces that you just cut off and slice it into little strips like so. Now take your nori sheet, and again, remember they have horizontal score marks. You want to fold it parallel to the score marks, then tear it in half. And again, it has a shiny side and a dull side. You want the dull side facing up. Get yourself a good fistful of rice, about what you'd put on a California roll, and then just kind of slap it down here on your sheet of nori at an angle. See, not fully straight up, just at an angle. You might want to put a swipe of wasabi down as well, and then just sort of lay out your ingredients like that. Now bring one side of the roll up like that, and bring the other side around like so. And you're going to end up with something that basically looks like a green taco. Obviously, a professional sushi chef would make a much neater design, but this is basically a hand roll, and it's really pretty easy to roll, and it's great if you're just making sushi for yourself, or if you got a group of friends over. Just set out a big pile of half nori sheets, a big pile of rice, and a big pile of ingredients, and then you can just roll hand rolls all night. Let me try and do another one. Again, get a good fistful of rice, plop it down, lay out your ingredients, fold one corner over, and just kind of basically roll it into a vaguely taco-ish shape. Kind of like that. And if you want, you can get a little kernel of rice here and use that to seal the end together. There's your hand, then there you have a hand roll. Now let's make a tuna roll or temaki roll. Get your